Hello and welcome to our 41st or 61st episode of our Adventures in Excordia campaign. I'm the GM Connor, and playing with us tonight are esteemed adventurers Karen, played by Pyro, and Dario, played by Norvin, Silver, played by Tristan, Katira, played by Liv, Morgana, played by Shane. Oh! Oh! And Zonkiri, played by Fergus. Now, so I'm assuming there was a reference to something. So it is a Hitler speech. Okay, cool. I'm scared. Charlie Chaplin, huh? Don't take the hat off. It's your it's your disguise. Valid. Thank you for that canon. When we eventually go back and compile it together, we'll know to skip this one. So last we left off, the party had entered into Solus under cover using the spell Seeming to slip in to hopefully assassinate the representative Radiance Everblight, a warlock connected to the cabal that is poisoning Gias's patron's father. Or, excuse me, Andariel's patron's father. Uh, no. 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 While you all were exploring the town, you all had bought out an old bar to make good on a promise that Zonkiri made to with an individual on Dilneater, and about half the party had worked together to perform a stealth mission to get information on how to infiltrate this representative's home in Limbo. Upon diving in and some clutch rolls and good timing, as well as setting off an alarm, you all managed to escape with some aid from your orc cleric and circus bear and make your way back to the... Did we ever find out what you were calling the bar? I forgot to put it in actually on the map. Do you remember what it was? Forged Spirits. Yeah. Just adding it on there. You all had reconvened at the Forged Spirits. You all had used stone shape, glyph of warding, and among other things, to create a room underneath your basement that it will be made into a trap, of which the designs your resident artificer was able to. Mm-hmm. Cool. I trust you. Just mark off whatever it is. Uh, Also, so it's just Cloud Claw and Earth Elemental, right? And some undead, and there's no teleportation or plane shifting. Yeah. Okay. Uh, is the Earth Elemental immune to Cloud Kill? Cool. Cool. Uh, you all have reconvened back at the Forge Spirits Bar and are discussing the next steps to gather the materials needed to make this teleportation snare, this trap, this hijacking device. We pick up as you all are sat around the table in the bar, doors and windows closed up as it's under new renovation or under renovation and new ownership. You all are having your morning breakfast and trying to think of places where you can gather some more difficult to find pieces of technology so you can build the machine. You know that essentially you need to build the frame and have a computer with it. What you have on your storage is the the we'll call it the warp key, the specific frequency in which it jumps to the one in her office. You have the designs to change the one in there to the one in your hand, Tristan. And when you set up your new machine and switch it on, this will become the new target. So you have to find some base scrap metal or any kind of metal for the frame, some sort of magical computer and power source, and then seal it back up. And if you wanted to have a remote trigger to turn it on, you could, or just turn it on as soon as you get done and close it up. So, uh, your party weirdos. That was it. I couldn't remember the party name for a minute. What are your ideas? Yeah, you have small pieces of electrite still stored with you that can form the power source. Uh, you just need to find about a 200 gold computer and then about 50 gold pieces worth of metal to be worked into the design. Actually, more like 20 gold pieces of metal. The rest of the value comes from crafting it together. So, does anybody have any ideas, or would they like help from the DM to think of places they could look for? If only you had a month to prepare yourself. Okay. You were waiting for an opportunity for her to be at her home. Yeah. You got the next week's schedule, right? Cool. Uh, there would be a prime opportunity. She has an opening in 2 weeks where she'll be at her home on business. And you will have tentatively that day to go and siege it out. But there are other times after that if something comes up. Smaller windows where she's supposed to be there, but you can. Yes. Yeah, it's a sprawling bazaar. Hmm. It is a like aquatic species district because they hate living in desert temperatures. It's things for like Gog, Lakatha, Tritons, Water Genasi, who would otherwise really loathe living in a city of fire. Uh, Rangers. Yeah. Specifically, Horizon Walkers. They explore the surrounding areas and the planar gates around here. Oh, that is the like artisans quarter. That's where the Adventurers Guild, yeah, Artisans Guilds most live there. It's mostly like a communal housing. Somebody's patroned by some. Hmm, I was wrong. I'm wrong then. What was it? It's been a minute since we've been here. Uh, the Gilder district, I think, might have just been my adventurer, like, where the Rangers are really more about exploring and stabilizing these rifts. They're more the like adventurers guild. So, that's the word. Yes. And then the battle brew nobility, the elf or the excuse me, dwarf nobles. No, the Gallagher not canon. I misspoke. It's Grung. I just did. Um, yeah, absolutely. Correct. It's going to be something you're going to have to ask around and find out. It's not something that's sold in stores regularly. It's something that gets made special, generally. Answer. Purpose built. They can mostly be have their purpose changed. Like it just depends on how intense its purpose was to see how much it can really do. So if you had a what was essentially just a kitchen timer, trying to turn that into a teleportation stabilizer would be hard. But if you had like a ship's navigation computer, you could probably turn that into a teleportation computer or stabilizer fairly easily. So you just need one that's kind of yeah. I was trying to avoid the term processing power, but yeah. Yeah. So uh for the natives, aka Morgana, who I think is AFK. No, she typed in chat. Okay. Uh you would have you would know you could ask Dahl for the so a computer like that. You know he has that kind of machinery either laying around, or he could probably make one, or you could try and talk to Lance and see if there's any uh, excess inventory you all can buy off of the enforcers. You could also go back to the ruined uh, Aegis facility and try and take this scrap metal in there and piece a computer together. Since you really only need it to work for one jump, and the goal is to have the person die from it, so the safety is not really the biggest concern. Or you could go and try and pull parts out of your ship. I think it was you at 3 days. That's yes, that was it. You're right. 3 days. With Morgana's commune with nature and her growth, you wouldn't have to worry about falling into planar rifts. I should probably cut it down to 2 days, since you all have traveled that path a few times. That'd be considerably faster. How fast does the bike go? Yeah, so you'll be there in like hour and a half. Well, 2 hours. You are driving a motorcycle through the jungle. There's some difficult terrain. Even though I fully expect Morgana to fully drive like an orc and just blast through whatever tree she can, there's still some difficult terrain. Am I wrong? Yes. 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 Uh, you remember it's mostly in ruin. Speaking of which you the smallest piece of electric you have will be enough to power it. Which one are you all thinking of using? I think you have teeth. You have. All right, teeth it is. Uh, what are the rest of you all doing? While I'm assuming you're gonna go along with Morgana Silver. Cool. Uh, I'm assuming you all are re-upping seaming each day. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Legitimately? Or are you making a potion solo joke? Okay. Is there a potion you're looking for? Give me an investigation check. As you're going through the. We are not listening to fucking Hearthstone. So as you're looking around the soul market, you get caught in the flow and are unable to find any potions of healing for sale. You mostly find snake oil merchants trying to sell you what really, from what you're tell, is just herb water. But they are listed as potions of heroism, elixir of vitality, etc., etc. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the best you can do on your own. All right. So, seeming cast again, so you all can exit and re-enter the town. Morgana, you settle up on the bike and bring Silver along. Because I don't think there's a sidecar. I think he's just on the back, wrapped around. God. Yeah. It just doesn't have a sidecar, so she definitely sat behind you. Or he, excuse me. Uh, you all make your way out of town easily enough. Give me a general survival check, Morgana. Or no, just give me a land vehicles check. Because you know the way. It's a matter of moving your bike through the jungle. So dexterity or you can do either dexterity or strength based. Strength is you bowling through obstacles as they come up. A failure on that will damage your bike, or dexterity will just, if a failure on that will just cause you to take longer, or maybe get lost if you really fuck it up. It's the next day. It's the next day. Karen, your ears perk up as you hear the sound of red paint hitting a bike. Was that the strength one? So describe to me how you barrel through the jungle and essentially just make a beeline to the facility. Yeah. And you barrel through until you get to the jungle line, and then you start to hit more solid ground, and you just start cleaving through the jungle. You pop out the chainsaw blades for a little bit and kind of lean forward and just hack and slash your way through whenever a particularly large obstacle gets in your way. And you make it to the facility in record time. You come up, you you come out of the jungle and land in that basin where you all previously had that soul-eating ash, and you just drift down to the bottom before dropping the kickstand. No, it's gone. It's just still like an ashy basin. And you are looking at the mostly capsized Aegis facility as you drop the kickstand on the bike. It's got. So, Silver, as you're looking at this facility, you see that there's gaps for you to crawl into. It's likely not the safest option, but you should be able to slither in there and just, you know what the parts you need to look for to make a basic computer. It goes against all of your training for making efficient machines, but it really doesn't have to be that good for your purposes. There was. I will tell you, finding that memory bank is like a DC 30 in this rubble. The director? Yes, he did. To make the key cards. Yep. Yep. So the way this is going to work, I'm going to need an acrobatics check to see how well you slither in there without disturbing the tentative state of non-collapsing that it's in. Uh, After we get that established, that'll let me know how long you have moving around and how many times you can try to find this thing. Then we'll do the investigation checks for you to find it. Okay? Nice. That'll give you advantage on the acrobatics. You can, but it's likely just going to have a higher chance of it capsizing at advantage because of your reduced spell. 17. You get in there fairly nimbly. Morgana, you watch as Silver. How does your shrinking look, Silver? So, so you see the helmet click on Morgana, and just like it's like he's compressing, just it's more dense. It slides in. Uh, you feel fairly confident that you're able to find the sturdier parts of moving around in here, at least for a while. Give me the investigation check to look for usable computer parts. Hmm. What is it? The 13. You make your way to the initial storage room where you got your little sphere of information from. And you grab some pieces of what you think could be made into a computer, and they don't really give, and they stay wedged up in the rock. And you try and put some force to pull them, and the essentially the motherboard snaps, and you realize it's just junk now. But you can travel further in, more towards the director's office. Okay. You slide in further and further. Give me another investigation check. Okay. 24. 24. Right. You make your way sliding down. You see the director's office across the way, but it looks very trepidatious to cross into it, and you don't see a safe way over. But you do see a way down into the lower areas, and you hear a sparking, like there's still something down there. So you slide even further, now probably 15, 20 feet underground. There were. You fall down into that secret workshop that you all found in the wall, where you found the core that you gave to Morgana. And you see a busted open panel in the wall that's just a extension of the computer upstairs with some processing power. But you know you could rip it out of the wall and take it up with you, and it'll do the job. And you won't need to make a check to do that. You just snip, snip, lift. You do know that if you head on now, there won't be a cave-in. If you keep looking around, I'm going to start rolling for cave-ins. So essentially, you had like three things, three attempts, one of them being to try and get out. So you can head straight out with no problem. Yeah, you pull that out of the wall. It's just a circuitry and stuff that was part of that secret lab. you have the parts you need. You know that you can easily just change some of the stuff here. You grab some other scrap from around the lab, and you know you can make it into what you need it to be. Uh, Give me an investigation check, because you would be pulling metal from the debris, and you don't know if any of that's stabilizing it while he's down there. Okay. I'm gonna roll to see if that was a load-bearing one. I'm rolling a d20, Shane. On a 5 or below, he's having a cave-in. It doesn't cave. There it is. You pull one piece out. It's fairly large. And then you see some of the rocks shift and tumble down, and it suddenly occurs to you that, oh, I shouldn't touch this while he's down there. And a few minutes later, Silver comes up without ever noticing the shift in the rock. Silver, you come up to see Morgana with a suspiciously large metal club. Yes. Give me another investigation check. Okay. This one will be a 2 or below. You get enough metal to make the machine you need, and what shifts does further damage the facility, but does not open up the greater sinkhole to drop you all into it. I have an answer. Yeah, scorpion wasps with metal tails. No, you didn't touch them because you didn't want them to get angry and fly at them. There's scorpion wasps with barbed metal stingers. It was noted that it was quite rare to have a 2-animal mute hybrid with an element. Normally it's just animal element. There's a little... Remember the little... to re-give context, that gives you some insight that whatever is mutating these creatures, there's a stronger presence of it over here than towards the edge of the jungle. So did you all want to go to and get any of them? Yep. That's fair. It was... No, no, no. They're at the top of the basin. The party's at the bottom. These two, the shack's at the top. They're ways away. But you get your stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oof. Speaking of the bike, my brother got stung on the eye, or on the eyebrow, and the babysitter called to ask my dad what to do because he was an exterminator, and he said she forgot to mention that it was above his eye, and my dad said, just cut an onion and put it over the sting, it'll suck the pain out. So she goes and buys a fresh onion, slices it open, and holds it over his eye. You want to know the worst part? You might think, wow, what an incompetent person, right? She taught special ed. Her whole job was just taking care of people and just. All right. So you all hop on Morgana's bike, take the Abyssal Fang back to Solus, uh, return to the Forged Spirits bar. Give me an engineering check once you get in the bar, Silver, to reconfigure this thing. You might. Sure. You might get some bonus feature if you do really well. 24. Cool. What's your question? I'm assuming you bring it inside and take it to the basement. Because there's a fairly large opening. It just has the doors shut. It kind of has like barn doors that swing open, have an open air kind of area. Yeah, move big furniture in and out. Like you will bring it in there and then bring it down to the basement, which is mostly empty at this point. Yeah, street parking. You pull up the app, pay for 4 hours. Uh, yeah, yeah. Well, uh, with the 24 silver, you are able to make a remote trigger with it. Uh, and as you install the teeth component, oh, 28. Then, in addition, when you install the teeth electrolyte to it, you see it's like shoots out around the edges of this circuit board like claws and teeth that form a border on it. Uh, and it's ready. I mean, it's powered, and you have it coordinated how you need. You plug in your device, and you have it. You have a remote access device that you can click on once you seal it up to turn the machine on. Uh, I'll say with the 28, you also know that once you construct this machine, you can take it apart and it'll be act like a magic circle once you clear out the cloud kill and bodies. Or not magic circle, teleportation circle. That's what I mean. So your party will be able to teleport back to this once you all construct it if you leave it powered. So uh, now comes the part where you build the machine. I'm assuming you stone shape to open it up. Pass wall, that was it. Right. Pass wall down. Uh, and the glyphs are set to only go off from the representative, I'm assuming. Cool. Give me an. I need a Smith's tools check to shape the metal into the forms you need. Because you've got the delicate part made. You just need basically a good circle. And you've got a old kiln in the basement that was used as an oven that you can use to get this hot enough. I believe I said that this place was repurposed into a bar after previously being a artisan's lab at the base in the basement. That was it. Yeah. So Imagine if he's like, nah. So go ahead and roll me a Smith Tools check at advantage. After I'm assuming he's dropping enhance ability. Oh yeah, I forgot. 20. You will build this perfect ring. It looks like a Stargate mostly, but it's the size of a large object. You build this ring, stair steps down. You plug in your circuitry, kind of coated in a metal box, and when you turn on the main power supply, you immediately see the metal warps to have these metal jagged teeth, kind of like if you've ever played any of the Elder Scrolls games and you see like the Daedric spiky metal, like the Mace of Molag Bal, like it has this horrible toothy maw look to the portal, and it just twists inward until it looks like a closed mouth. You fire up a test run, and it opens it wide, and you see it flares up with magic before slamming shut. You put in your things, and you've got your remote trigger whenever you're ready to switch the device on to start moving her over. You'd have to be in the room above it. From the top of where your pass wall is, you could do it from that room. Any further out, it's out of range. So, you all climb back out of the tunnel, end the spell, and I'm assuming turn it on. Cool. Good idea. So, you all have your plan. Now all that's left to do is prepare for your siege. I'm going to give us let's go with a 10-minute break. Get your waters, get a drink. There's going to be a lot of combat coming up. So this is a good chance to go stretch it out. And also, if you wanted to come up with any last-minute plans, now's an opportunity for that. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. Yeah. And we're back. So, Karen, you had a question. uh, mhm. Okay. Go ahead and roll the 2d10 for Hero's Feast. Everybody gains. Drum roll. Everybody gets 9 HP. Do you? Morgana, do you try and eat some of the Hero's Feast? Give me a wisdom save. You were immediately hit with an affront to your senses as you're taking it in. It's overstimulating. You spit it out for a second, and it fades. And the aftertaste is good. This is your first time with aftertaste. You slowly put the food back in, and you feel it just dissolving and flowing into you. You see her just start. Uh, but be me, DM, trying to give the Warforged the first sensation of taste. So, you all wake the morning after having your hero's feast for dinner. Okay, what else do you do? Holding. Are you trying to plane shift on to the facility, then route of security, or just somewhere in a limbo, then teleporting to the facility the next day? I need to read plane shift again to see what it has back. Okay. Okay. Roll me a d20 to see how close to your desired target you get. Okay. You. That'd be a good place for this. So, you teleport, and then your next turn you are using the round of security, right? Okay. I need to look at the rules for limbo. Is it per turn or per hours or minutes? When you're in the, because you will be outside of the Onarch's minute. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So you all apparate through a rift. You all see this miasma of color and form, uh, with somehow no straight edges until you see this juxtaposed, perfectly aligned series of floating islands chained together with a large central body. And then immediately sucked into the rod of security. You all are about a mile outside of the bubble. You all are above it and a ways over. So you're kind of looking down, even though there's no gravity. So you did this, then Hero's Feast in the Paradise. Cool. Roll for recharge. Cool. I got you. Your hatred for the Githzerai flows into your weapon. Pretty good. What is the potion? Ooh. Psychic resistance. Oh. Ah. That's gonna be big. Uh the game. No. That's a GAC. Hard K. I like the headcanon that Zonkiri says it like a slur. Give me a minute. I need a minute to recover from Flaya. Okay. So, I've. So, is there anything else before you all leave the Rod of Security and head towards? You all know that you are going to be a mile out from the bubble, and you will be exposed to the effects of limbo during that travel. Nature. Oh, it's pandemonium. Whoops. Yeah, yeah, you know a lot about limbo. You've killed many a Githzerai and seen a couple mad mages you've had to pluck out of dungeons. I'm trying to find it. All I see is the Power of the Mind one. No, the one where you. You can send it to me. Uh, you all know this is a dimension of unending potential, and that your thought turns into form. But there's such unending chaos that usually your mind gets consumed by it when you spend time here. Zonkir would have given you the lowdown on the Onarchs, that they are Gith who have trained their minds through monastic discipline to be able to focus the chaos into order in a 5-mile radius. Not too dissimilar to what you have been trained to do, Katira. Uh, let's see. Additionally, with that, I'm going to say with a 22, he also knows that you can try and stabilize the area around you in Limbo, but it is an active check and you use your action to do so. I don't like the initial DC suggested in the book. It wants to have a DC set on the radius of the sphere, so every creature would make a DC 5 intelligence check to stabilize a 10-foot sphere. And that's seems pretty easy that a commoner could realistically stabilize Limbo. I think it's the DMG. So I just typed in limbo on the compendium, outer planes, limbo. It should be towards the beginning of the book if I remember, like where it goes over the planes of existence and then optional rules. The first part of it is something that's worked into other certain characters in new books, and then there's one about stabilizing things around you, uh, and also trying to make a check to stabilize non-magical objects around you. I'm upping it to a base DC for a 5-foot sphere. So you've got a base 10 you have to hit to try and keep yours to maintain your sense of self, essentially. Finally. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, or everybody has to hit a 5. Well, no, you can all use the ability. So you just do it and keep moving, as opposed to one person making a big sphere. Or am I not understanding? Kind of, or like drifting and just kind of zero G trying to float and not be ripped apart. Oh, fair. Uh, so correct. So I still don't like the 10-foot radius. It's gonna go up 5 for every 5-foot radius. 5, 10, 15. Yeah. So I'm assuming one of you is going to attempt to mainline this check, and this won't be something you're going to be able to help with because it's one person's mind stabilizing. Who has the highest int? It's a straight intelligence check. Fuck the artificer. So how big of it? 20 days wizard. How big of a bubble are you wanting to make? DC's 5 at 10 feet, and then it goes up by 5. DC goes up by 5 for every 5 feet after that. To look like. Cool. You just stare at Katira. You're just staring at Katira, and you slowly see him like character sliding. Yep. So Qatar, uh, welcome to the party. Okay, cool. Good thinking. All right. And so how big of a bubble are you making? It starts at DC 5 for 10-foot circle, and then for every extra foot, add 1 to the DC. Yep. Yeah. Yep. All right, you all kind of lock arms and elbows so that when you leap out, you stay within the circle. And then go ahead and drop that check at advantage. Guidance. Uh, yeah. Oh. Do you have a good, like, cosmic horror sound? Something. Yeah, like something. That's, that's close enough. If you find one better that has a limbo vibe, feel free to change it. Uh, so, you all launch out, plant feast first onto a rock that immediately starts to shift. And as you all are holding on to Zonkiri, you feel a force of will emanate out of him. And as this stone was about to turn to fire, air, sponge, chalk, he holds it in the form of a rock as it slides between different forms, metamorphic, sedimentary, igneous, pushes off and launches, sort of leapfrogging, as he said earlier, towards the next facility. Now, you have essentially, I'm not considering advantage, a 50-50 chance to keep the bubble up. With advantage, your odds get even better. I think it gives you like a 25% chance of failure. And with guidance, even lower. Just go ahead and roll me 3 more, and that'll be a composite of all the times you're pushing through here. Okay. And it wouldn't matter if you rolled well on the d4 on that one. That was a natural 1, and even with a 4, you'd only get up to 11. Oh, that's right. Then the d4 does matter. Okay. So you just... So as you all are starting to descend towards a rock, it turns into a sprawling form of cactus, and Zonkiri's trying to force it back, and you see it starting to pull in the quills, but he's not doing it fast enough. Silver, you look towards it in your flash of genius. You also imagine it's something soft, and they just become plush cacti that you land on and leapfrog off of. Like a bounce house, and then you see as you all push away, it blasts into chaos again. Cool. And one last one. Cool. So, as you all are coming in towards the outermost island, because I'm assuming you're aiming for the land once you crash through the bubble instead of the open space that floats below it. You all come down when you're still in a mostly gravityless state, so you get fairly low to the ground and then push horizontal into the bubble. and immediately you feel all the chaos that had kind of been sticking to you blast off and form. You see like drops of this chaotic ooze fall off of you, hit the ground, and then just become grass, flowers, rocks, fall in line with the rest of the ensemble. Now is the stealth part of the mission. You all can attempt to try and sneak past some of these combats by a group stealth check. Or you can try and oh shoot. I have it pulled. Can I? Is there an easy way to drag everybody? Like this? Aha! Yeah. That's the first time using it since they've had the folders. So, yes. They are nice, but I had to learn how to drag everyone there. This is the central island that you all see. You all are hopping in on the series of small ones. You can get past some combats if you sneak. If you fail, you're going to have to really go through a slug of enemies. So, I'll need a group stealth check for you all to try and sneak in towards the fort, where you know the Monarch will be, since it's the center of this dome, the sphere of control. Okay. You all just need more successes than failures. The DC increases the further you get in. Okay. That's a fail. It's another fail. Yep. This one was not a high DC. I want to point out. That's okay. So you do still need the 2 others to success because you need more successes than failures. It's a DC 13 at this stage. Mm-hmm. Hmm. What you mean? Uh, I'm gonna yeah, we'll go equal more because in single checks meets it beats it. So that's a good point. So you just need 1 success at the minimum. There's your bare minimum success. And for fun, let's see what Zonkiri's was. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The shadows are boiling around you. Like the grass is turning into darkness just around him. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was thinking of when I was like, man, it really suck if he rolled a oh. Uh, and I wasn't. You didn't in reality didn't have disadvantage, but uh, it's funny to think of. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not really dark. A little more upbeat, chaotic, energetic music. Would you like more adjectives? Cool. Uh, like, so you all make your way, sliding. You feel now the weight of gravity. As you all are moving by, you see all sorts of monks and Zerth walking around, patrolling the areas. You slide past some of the outer buildings, and kind of monkeys in a barrel style lock arms and swing through the chains. As soon as you step off the island, you start to feel the gravity dip out again. You just kind of stretch a little bit up and over, grab the chains on the other side, climb up, and you've made your way. Where's the party token? To here, on the outskirts, where you step down on some stone mosaics. I need another stealth check from everybody as you all land. Try and get in. That's a success. That's a failure. That's a success. That's a failure. It's a good thing Silver put on infiltrator armor. That's a success. As long as Sunkiri doesn't nat one. Cool. Uh, you all do look at Zunkiri as he's walking by these trees. You see them warp and have like aghast skull faces. Just like a negative and like an antithesis to an Anarch's order. Just his bloodlust is warping this domain as he's walking through it. You all make your way into the forest. What's your passive, Karen and Katira? Katira, there's something off about these trees. And as you rub your fingers across it, it feels like wood. But as you squeeze it, it's denser. If you'd like, you can give me an investigation or nature check to try and identify what it is, what's weird about them. No. Thanks. Cool. Uh, you're starting to you're trying to figure out what it is that's weird about them, why they're so dense, and your party's already moving along. And you know you don't have time to stop and analyze these right now. But you know there's something off about them. I need another group stealth check as you are trying to cross the open field. Nope. Nope. Good question. Success. Only one way to know. Two more. Okay, success. Sun carry. And as he's wincing, uh, you all step through and then how do I think it's funnier to give you this option. How do you blow the stealth Zonkiri with your rage? What alerts the Gith around here of your presence? Unable to restrain himself any longer, you all look as we go into our first combat. Uh, yeah, go ahead and place yourselves along the bottom there. Shut up. The other ones don't have as bad of a grid. The other ones don't have grids like this. It's just the Cherry Blossom map. One, two, three, four, five, six. Alright, let's go to battle. Let's do Cosmic Star Heroine's gotta sound limbo-y. Good enough. Fuck. And there we go. Go ahead and roll initiative. God! I thought they'd fixed it because nothing showed up. I had to clear the initiative again. Shout out to you all for knowing me well enough to not roll until I noticed. Yes. I was still in them. I think everybody's on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're missing somebody. One, two, three. Oh, I just can't count. Yes, everybody's on there. Katira, we start with you. Let's go. You run up. You want to run up to a robed figure in some sort of higher command armor. A 25 or 3. Okay. That'll hit. 8 slashing, 8 radiant damage. Now, is the radiant just when you expend a charge? Yep. And then when you can expend a charge to regain a number of hit points equal to the radiant. That's what it is. Okay. Sorry, it's been a minute since we've played. I'm just trying to make sure. Cool. Another 23 will hit. For another 17. Mm-hmm. A 21. That'll hit. minus 9. Yes. They seem to be some sort of higher ranking mystic. Of sorts. Dex save? Okay. 16. Okay. They are now prone. $25. Okay. And that'll be another 6 bludgeoning. And then what? Con save, okay. Constitution saving throw. 14. Okay. What's the DC on that, by the way? Okay. It's a good symbol for stunned. We'll go with the stopper. Prone and stunned. Is that it? You'll see a whirling dervish of your monk slice open this mystic and drop it to the ground, twitching in paralysis. Sankiri, your turn begins. Are you pulling her closer? She ought to. Ah. Oh, is that what you have it from? Yes, I did. Ooh, where at? Mm-hmm. Cool. Uh, alright. You make 2 dex saves there and 1 there. Here's the top ones, left to right. Here's the first one, second one, and then the middle one's dex save. Wow. shockingly. Bomba. You almost down that one, and that one. And then does half damage on the other one, which is 17. Uh, he's looking hurt too. And as it erupts out, Katir, you'll notice as it hits the trees, they do not catch flame. In fact, they look unscathed by it. Karen. Okay. I can't wait to finally use my enemies. Anything else? Okay. Silver, your turn. Who's that one at? Who's that one at? Oh, him. All right. Oh, so just 32. Okay. Splatter. Iced. Yep. And you see him blow away in the like anime wind that's blowing through these trees, just carried out into limbo. Oh, oh. He had 10 HP. You explode his head, and he turns to dust. And then I believe you have a second shot. If you take him off initiative. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Uh. Mm-hmm. An 11 will not hit. No, unfortunately. Uh. Do you have anything else? Okay. Finally, my enemies get to have a turn. I can close that character sheet. The one closest to Katira is going to run up to her. Sorry, the one's 30 feet. One's gonna move there. That one there. The one next to you, Katira, is going to use its multi-attack to make 2 unarmed attacks against you. Excuse me. Here's the first one. An 8 probably misses. Second one, a natural 1. Cool. just dazed from the fireball. Just whiff, whiff, and you move incredibly fast. Uh, the other two, the one that's in the middle of the field is going to take the dodge action, and the other one's going to dash to get moving to avoid getting within melee of Morgana to get right here for you ranged attackers. So you would have disadvantage on your range shots until you deal with him. Sharpshooter does get around that, but enemy doesn't know you're that good of a shot. Yet. He'll never get it to just tasting the barrel. Bad guess. And Daryl, your turn begins. He does scream something at you in Gith, which I don't think you understand. Do you speak Gith? Cool. You basically traded locations with him. The one who ran up there? The one who ran up to you? Okay. So 19, 25, and 25. Okay. Those will all hit. So 23 plus 12. He's barely hanging on. So the last one does 4 more damage. He dies. As you firing squad into him. How do you break open his body? And Karen, you see the smoking holes of crackling energy out of this thing's corpse as it lands face down. And you swear you see a spectral hand grab its shadow and pull it in towards your, quote, Shadar Kai friend. Morgana. You see enemies. Attack of opportunity? Or do you take a path to? No, I think that's who he's heading for. I think he means this is the fodder trash. Ah. He shall. Here's his attack. Negative, fucking natural one again. Yes. And you continue your Giga Chad walk to the down Mystic. She's prone and stunned. As you bring up your headsman's axe. So that's a crit, because she's stunned. Oh, never mind. You're right. Cool. So 23, and then another. What's fucked up is you all did this better than I was expecting. Let's see. The 10. Okay. Any more? She's still up, technically. Okay. She's stunned till the end of Katira's turn. Katira's turn. I think Fergus knows what's so sad about this creature being stunned. Basically. Zonkiri drinking the blood of the other Gitsurai, and then. So your turn. Okay. Yeah, it dies. It dies on the first one. Wait. Oh wait, no, I misread. A 10 misses. I was looking at the Dragon Slayer one above it. No, a 10 whiffs. Uh, now you're pissed. Is it against him again? Hate. It's already gone. Fuck this guy. A 19. Oh my god. You all okay? There's gonna be something there's something so frustrating about the numbers you all keep hitting. Uh. You kill him with a 19, as he had 4 health left. As you, I'm assuming you go for a decapitating. No. No. 22 for another 14. Still there. Mm-hmm. Yep. 15 misses as you impact a psychic barrier. 24 will hit for another 12. He's looking rough. Mm-hmm. Okay. She's no longer stunned. You. And now it's Sankiri's turn. Qatar, what do you do? Tragic. Soul Dark Hair, and just so you can aggressive towards her. No. That'll hit. He's fried, but not dead. Barely. Oh, he was. That's right. Yeah. So you hear him choking on blood, trying to cry out to the others, unable. When he opens his mouth and he says cousin, it's not on sight. Um, and you will actually see the one on the ground uh, say something in Gith that roughly translates to filthy Githyanki. You all recognize the word Githyanki. Uh, and Karen, she does. It's not loud enough to alert the others, but just loud enough for you all to hear her try it. They essentially spit on the ground, looking at Zunkiri. I think actually none. It's the closest we got. All right, Silver. You're good. We're both surprised that it got back to you. All right, roll. 14 to hit. And he finally cast shield. This entire fight, the amount of times you all have hit exactly 5 points higher than the enemy's AC. I'm like, what? Every time you heard me rage and hit the table, that's what it was. I was like, God damn it. You can look at that spoiler now, Karen. I needed it out of my system. That'll miss. You impact his psionic shield. Just keep pulling him out of the way of the shots with the neck ringing. It's the. He's gonna try. He's gonna try and double unarmed strike against you, Zunkiri. Let's see if I roll another nat one. Uh huh. Am I the problem? So he goes to try and do like the Sherlock Holmes like ear clap. How do you deflect? Yeah. You will hear him start screaming like a schoolgirl. And Dario. He's wailing in agony. And 18 hits, and he had 8 health. Oh, he still has shield. You're right. So it just misses because he's at a 19. Oh, well, I mean, yeah. He uses the shield that time because he has multiple uses of it, and his no, because he just got to his turn, but he cast it again. Does not matter as he's just impacting the shield, not realizing you're trying to give him a mercy. Morgana. This creature's starting to twitch, and their muscles are unlocking. He's coding the death noise for what he's gonna have to do her. Almost into single digits. Mm-hmm. Okay. 29 or 31. Uh, that'll hit single digits now. I'm gonna re-roll it. Barely hanging on. Roll it. Katira's perception zooms in. 23. She's gonna use a reaction to give you disadvantage. You have anything else you want to do? As you start to do it, you see her eyes twitch and have like a "That's So Raven" flash of the future, and dodges her head out of the way. Mm-hmm. Well, it's an attack. It's not a strength check. Yeah, he is. That's. Oh, yeah. Uh, yeah. They could make a difference. No. Anything else? Okay. Cleric diff. Is that the end of your turn, Morgana? Correct. Yes. So Yeah. And she's out. And, yeah, she had 3 health. You see like the blood splatter out of her broken nose hole. Just as you, Katira, there's a single-digit enemy next to you with shield. uh, 17 will not hit. That one will. How do you want to kill it? So, arr, licks his lips. For now, you all are out of combat. The ash piles. Katira, having spent quality time with Zankiri, remembers a bit of his culture. So, what did you want to do to this Githzerai futurist? I don't. I think there's only one body because 2 of them were killed by the disintegration ray. Oh right, because he shielded. Never mind. He was going to be. So there are 2. There's an there's a hole in them, but they're skeletons. Cool. Oh no. Okay. You all know the facility is alerted to you of your presence. So anything you want to do? Well, you have a little bit of cover here in the trees. What is your plan? Do you want to dive forward, fall back, try and hide, and hope they just don't find you? Uh, you can keep your blesses for now, because you will be crossing the courtyard within a minute. If you all are sprinting, you'll probably have like 2 rounds left when the next combat starts. Um, since they know you're coming, they're firing at you up from the top of the walls. Uh, can I get a group dexterity saving throw? Yes. Ooh. You peel up the ground and hold like the top of the soil like a shield. Much. Uh, yep, just spinning. It's like a spongy shield soaking up the debris, ruining the perfect lawn that they'd made. Yeah, I didn't think. Yeah, I figured. Uh, if I said up, but you didn't say you grabbed it, you have every right to come to my house and break my knees. Hang on. What did I say? Anyway, um, with your telekinesis shield, you're fine until you cross into the next combat. About where Zonkiri's at, yeah. Down there at the very bottom, as you will have just gotten past the wall. Oh, I need to adjust the health of the ones that are tied to the tokens. They are statues of Gith leaders and warriors. Yeah, you could probably get half cover from them. No, stay in a square. All right, let me pull up initiative, clear it, and then we can re-roll. Roll them. Yeah, it would. I love the idea. I know it's why it's a. Get fucked, idiot! All right. Uh, on all those live, I was looking at to do it like all 3 times. Like she was gonna like try and use that twist future on you, and you just hit the thing to where it wouldn't have mattered. Even with disadvantage, you still got it. With advantage, she still doesn't save. I was like, God damn! It was fate. Yeah. So I was like, can I get some milk? All right, Katera, we start out with you. Shocker, the monk goes first. Mm-hmm. Reverse. So your movement. A 12 will miss. A 14 will also miss. Damn. Cool. And Daryl, are you back to Cone of Cold? Tragic. Tragedy. Draw out the circle. Use your measure tool. Uh, when you click on measure, there's a little drop box that says line. Oh, just go to the gear on roll 20 for your next turn and turn it on. But for now, I'll draw it out for you. Just tell me the point you want to start at, and I'll draw it out 20. So that one. I'll hold this one. So did you want it on your original spot, or? Cool. I'll go ahead and roll for those three. Left to right. Here, can you go ahead and what's your DC? All right, left to right then. Natural 20, 9, 22. I think you can save yourself the look. You can look at that between turns. I think it's pretty clear who succeeded and who lost. So go ahead and roll damage. The one in the sort of middle of the M fails and takes 30 damage, almost one tapped. And the other two will take 15. All right. Karen. You dropping a slow? Cool. Yeah. And you can do all 6 with the spell because I know there's a person limit. Cool. Left to right then. It's a wisdom save. So here's the 5 wisdom saves for these creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the one next to Liv, or Katira, excuse me. It saves. So that one saves. That one fails. That one fails. 15 fails, right? Your GC's 20. Okay. All right. You blast 4 of them. -2 AC, -2 Dex, can't use reactions, can only do move, or right, it's only move, bonus action, or action. Uh, right, and if they try and cast a spell, they gotta roll a d20 or they do go too slow. Okay, you're at half cover. They move at half speed. Take a look at their speeds. I believe they're... Ooh. 15... 15... 15... There. 30. Then we'll have half cover from Andaro's view. And they will all dodge. Then the one next to you, the Githzerai Traveler, it's going to make its 3 unarmed attacks against you, Liv. 1, 2, 3. Your AC is a 20? Nice. The other Traveler is going to move... Oh, nope, one less. Nice. The Travelers have moved. This one over here is going to dodge. Zunkir, your turn. You see them running in a defensive pose, ready to try and defend against any of your ranged attacks while they close the distance. These two here would have half cover from you. Oh, all 3 of those on the left. Oh. Hee. Imagine getting blue balled after all these weeks you're trying to kill them and you're always 5 feet away. Okay. Int save. I think he saves. Weaken him. Morgana, it's your turn. uh, 22 will hit for 35. Oh, my bad. Still 25 damage. Over half on the first hit. And then the second one for 20 damage. He did. As you take him out in 2 shots. Silver. Hmm. Okay. Roll it. Sharpshooter or not? Okay. 25 will hit. 14 will miss. Oh, right. Still. 23 hits. You take about half its health on the first shot. All right. Tetra. The Traveler. 10 will miss. 20 will hit. For another 15 damage. Single digits. Miss. Hit. Still single digits. And Dario. Did you not turn on the UI? Oh, there you go. Hmm. All right. The one next to Liv will just auto explode because it's good enough. Well, after you blow that, I was already marked him off because if you get him in, he dies. Okay. Those two also have a -2 to their deck save because they're slowed. Uh, yeah, that's what it says. 19 and 13. Tragic. So you have evasion though, right? So you take. Oh. Yeah. All right. The damage has been put on them, I think. Oh wait, no, I did not put it on the. I did not put on the other one. Who? 6. Is that gonna help? No, it would not. So he did. I definitely did not put on it. So -16 to that one. All right, they're both single digits up near her. The one next to her just incinerates. It had 3 health. Uh, Up next. And your action. Okay. At a -2. 15. Roll it. That'll kill him. This game just kind of backhand casts towards him. The monk's turn. They get a save at the end of their turn, right? Mm. This one runs into the building behind you all, towards the top of the map. I'll say he's 15 feet out from the doors since he's slowed. Because he uses action to dash. About a little bit. 15 to there. 15 to there. And that one runs all 30 feet there. One by the statue. Dodge. And the one next to Katira, dodge. The one up in Andaro's business, these will be at you, Andaro. He makes 2 attacks. A 19 to hit. And 18 to hit. And you... Nice. You block. Is that with the Shield Guardian buff? Mm-hmm. You sure did. And we are halfway into the siege as you remembered him. Back at the fort. It's a little late. It's a little late. Okay. Okay. He starts his trek back from the bar. You forgot. Exactly. Sorry, man. I hope they're constructs. Just give her the people's elbow as soon as she comes through. Just... While she's choking on Cloud Kill, just what the fuck? So the monk misses both of his attacks. The travelers are dead. Zunkiri. He's 15 feet out from the doors. Next turn he will... Oh, I need to give them their saves for slow. There's 3 of them still there. Left to right. The second one will be the one who's running. Fail. 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 They're all still slowed. It's like a large size door. Could fit a large size creature, so it's like a 10-foot square. It's a double door, so 5 foot, 5 foot. He will take it. Unarmed strike for 22 to hit. It's 22 damage. Mm-hmm. Easily done. Uh, you see him starting to stop in his tracks, trying to think how the fuck is he gonna fix this. Silver, your turn. Silver. Yep. Yeah, apparently the turn order was out of order. You should have gone before Morgana, but I got sorted wrong. The one at the very top of the screen. He's 15 feet out from a door that Zonkiri just blocked off, and now he's trying to think of how he can get away. Okay. Pew, pew. Oh, that's rough, buddy. All right. Is that it? Morgana. There's a full health Gith running at your girlfriend. You drift as you're charging forward to change course towards him. Mm-hmm. 26. 22 on the first hit, half his health. The 28 for 27, that'll kill him. In fact, it kills him before the thunder damage even hits. There's an aftershock to your kill. You hook shot and throw his body, and then the thunder damage kicks in a second later and just. viscera splatters like confetti as you throw them across the courtyard. I love that you haven't raged once and have not taken a single point of damage. My rolls have been dog ass today. Alright, Katira. There's a dodging low health enemy near you. Hello, everybody. My name's Katira. Welcome back to another 5. Yeah. Well, it's a disadvantage because dodge. But do they have reactions when they're slowed? Then he cannot shield. And you kill him. You can. He trips and falls on his ass. Take your crit murder. You killed him with the normal damage anyway. How do you flay him? Alright. Quick, clean, merciful. Uh, and he is dead. Dead as a doornail. Alright. Andariel. There's the one guy trying to run away. Still slowed. And then there's the one right there. Okay. I'll remove him down so I can see his health bar, but he's still okay. And he's slowed, so he's got -2 to his AC anyway. And no reactions. So that yeah. So that hits. Oh, shit, you already roll all of them. Those will all hit. He has you see his heart hanging out of his chest, still barely beating. He blows up. 1 health. I love the delay on Genie's Wrath, where he's barely hanging on, and oh, and now he blows up. I mean, does thunder damage. And that brings us to Karen. The monk does not understand you. Yep. Zonkir, you would probably know fairly easily what the guy's tactic was. He wasn't running out of fear. Yeah. Fair. Karen, there's a single-digit enemy left. A wisdom save for him. What spell are you casting? Yeah, go ahead and roll it. Grab his neck and twist it! You will look and suddenly, like, these ethereal, bony hands reach out from beyond the veil, grab it, and you hear a bell chime as it snaps his neck. Just doom! As you see his neck twist around 3 times. He had 6 health. And we're going to take a brief interim. I'm giving you all a treat tonight, even though I still have work in the morning. Since you all haven't had D&D in a long time, I'm staying up a little later. I just need a little... I need to go eat something and get a little bit of caffeine so I can make it to the end of the session. So, another 5-minute break. And we are back. Uh-huh. You can't tempt me to go easy on you, Norvin. As you all rush up to the door, I'm assuming Zonkir, you move the statue out of the way. You all charge in? Okay. And then we go ahead and move you all over to the next map. I will place you. As you kick in the door, you see some motherfuckers. Yeah. Go right in front of the door, please. In those, like... In those 6 squares. The 2 in front of it, and those 4 on the back. Nope. Cool. As you all walk in, you see the Githzerai at the very back finishes casting a spell, and you see he starts to become blurry. Then I do have spoilers off, right? Yes, cool. You all see what appears to be a new type of Gith here. They also seem to cast some sort of spell. And then we roll for initiative. They were holding their actions, hearing a loud stone thing thud in front of the door, holding their actions until they saw assailants. About 130 feet. Yes. Which ones? Which ones? Yeah, what spell was loaded in? Yeah, go ahead. It burns off. You son of a bitch. I will have an enemy dive you and dispel magic just to kill the womb tattoo. You horn dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you deleted your token. Uh-huh. I'll do it for you. Alright. Everybody's in. Order descending. We start with not Katira this time. As the Githzerai Earth get the first move. 30. 30. You will also have to give me a little more time on these combats, because I gotta remember what the monks, the Zerth, whatever, what they do. I know they have at least 30. Some have more, some have less. Or none have less, but some have more. Some are 30. This will probably suck. They're both going to use their one-a-day casting. They're both going to cast a spell. One targeting Andario, one targeting Zonkiri because of your formation. Okay, at 5th level. Oh, they're not dispelling. They're casting a Phantasmal Killer on you and Zonkiri. Yeah, unless I'm misunderstanding which spell this is. Make a wisdom save. On a failed save, the target becomes frightened for the duration. At the end of each of the target's turns before the spell ends. Target. Correct. They don't know that. They attempt to cast it on you, and they see it find no purchase as your minds are protected. And they call out in Gith that they're telegraphing to everyone else that you all are immune to frightened, and they will end their turns. Silver. Okay. Boom. 24 will hit. As he dodges out of the way of one, you land him square in the shoulder, about a quarter of his health. You all are learning so many Gith curses. So that's how you use that phrase. It's not just a Zonkiri thing. Anything else, or Morgana? Cool. Gotcha. And that means live. And that means for what does it mean? Kachaki. I haven't played Baldur's Gate. I don't know any of this expanded Gilth lore you all are pulling on. I will. Please do not call the Gith the Gilth. The Gith I'd like to. The Gilth I'd like to. Uh, they all need to make a dex save. Can you hold that cone out there so I can see which ones it is? Or is it just those four? Like, okay. I'll start with the one at the top. Dexterity save. And he has blur. I don't think that helps him, though. Disadvantage on attack rolls. Yeah. So here's his dex save. 23. Then the Futurist. Dex save. Ooh. She will use one of her future insights to give herself advantage. Fuck you. Yeah. It says makes an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check that can cause the roll to be made with advantage or disadvantage. It says nothing about before the results are known. I'm imagining it's much just like Portent. Then the... Yeah, but I mean, like, I the DM, and using this creature, I know whether or not it succeeds or fails immediately. So it's redundant to say before I know because I've set the DC or I know the DC. Then the new one's deck save. A 9 will fail, and then the Zerth directly in front of you. No. Okay. So that's half damage for the ones that succeeded. Yeah, 19. And then 38 for the other two. Do they get pushed or just to take the damage? Cool. You blast through this great hall, and you send a chair flying through the stained glass window in the back, shattering it. Though it has a dragon there, it has a Gith stained glass picture of their monarch. Mm-hmm. Oh, he needs to roll a concentration check. Well, two of them did. The one you're right next to fails, and the one up top just. Oh wait, no, his DC is. Oh right, because he took 19. Right. So he just holds on to Blur. Now it's your turn, Karen. Okay. How big? Okay. Yeah. Zunkiri. I will denote to you all the one that even though they have the same art, the ones with the red background are different enemies than the ones with the gray background. Yeah. Yes. I'm letting everybody know that it's not an art difference. They are different creatures. That's just the default art that they have with them being identical. As he's casting the spell, what? Oh. Oh. Ooh. And how are you getting advantage? Some of them can see you. This one and this one. The Zerths might also have it. Let me. Uh, they would have it too because they were prepping up whatever spells they had because they knew there was a fight going on. It might. I'm checking to see if they have see invisibility. Does the one over by the window count? Okay. So you're just those four in the middle. Uh, Yeah, they all have C invisibility. Their Gitsurai. Yeah, he's aiming for that one. Unfortunately. Sorry. Feels like a dick move, but it's also the stat block. Oh. God. You're gonna have to say those again because I have to go through everyone's reactions. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. Uniters do not have shield. So here it's a 19 this futurist is going to give you disadvantage on that first one. There's no range limit. She just had. Oh. Actually, no, she can't because she can't see you. Uh. Yeah. Tragic. Uh. Oh my god. Uh. So that'll hit him. And 20. The Zerth will shield to bring his AC up to 22. And the next one, the Uniter with a 15, total of 27. It'll hit him for full damage. The other Zerth, 17, will hit no matter what. And then the one in the corner, a 6 plus 12 is 18. He will, if he has shields, he will use it. He will. So that one in the corner and this one here manage a shield. All the others take the 38 force damage each, right? Okay. Minus 38. Minus 38. You kill the Zerth below Morgana. And... Yep. Yeah. I mean, Morgana, you see just a vacuum of essence cyclone towards this blast. And then I need to roll concentration for the one on the left to see if he'll maintain concentration on his spell. Which... No! He does not. Cool, so both those telekinesis are gone. Fun. I think that's... Yeah, I've done damage on all the ones you were hit. Anything else? The Futurist's turn. You're within range. Morgana, 3 ranged attacks are coming towards you. Is this at the public? Yeah. First one, second one, third one. Okay. That was the one on the right. Launched 3 psychic bolts at you. Then the one on the left is going to... Oh. Yeah. Let's see. Move up to... Oh, wait. No, that has a range of 120 feet. She doesn't have to move. I get to pull the Uno reverse. She's going to cast slow. From back there, she's outside of counterspell range, I believe. Oh, no, she'll back up. So she's out of counterspell range. She doesn't know where Zonkiri is either. Although, that was the point. He left this space. Yeah, that's 60 feet from there. Everybody needs to roll against slow. Let me make sure it actually is a DC 15. Sometimes the sheets... Oh, you have to see them for it? Then not him. She cannot see him. Mm. How do you have advantage, Liv? Oh, right. Okay. It says 15 on there. I'm double checking because I might be wrong. Uh, the Futurist's DC is 15. Uh, the other Futurist is going to use its reaction to give you disadvantage in Dario. That's the second use of it. And you're right. Yep. Uh, the other one's going to use it on Silver for his straight roll, so he's slow. All right. So she's holding concentration on slow. That was her action. The other one did 3 shots at Morgana and is going to back up to here. Then I don't think they have a bonus action. You were. You were. Go ahead and expend that, and that'll cause you to pass. The monk's turn now. You blew up one of them. You can see Zonkiri. It's going to charge up to him and do all his attacks against the. Oh, right. Hang on. Where was he? Because he can see this effect. He'll move there, 20, and then down into it 1 space. Still makes a save, but doesn't move through 2 squares of it. Although you don't take more than 1 for moving through it, do you? It's just when you enter. It's still not bad strategy. Wisdom save, Karen? 22. So he takes no damage? Or half? Roll it. To add this. Cool. These 2 on our attacks, they reduce on carry. 9, 7. Cool. And Dario. You just click the button again, brother. No, they all saved out of it. No. Nope. 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 That one on the bottom got shielded. He was not hit by Seal Wound. Yeah. All right. Here's the Uniter's deck save. Oh, Khan. Where's their initiative? Oh, oh, they're right after the Futurists. Oh, whoops. Oh, they should have done their turn. Yeah, go back. All right, I'll put him back. And instead, 25. I'll roll the wisdom saves in a second. 30. Mm, 15. 15. All right, I'm going to start at the ones by let me do the save for him first. So, wisdom save. Okay, I'll just go ahead and take the 12 damage off of him. Starting with the ones by Morgana, they're going to do 2 attacks each. 9, 17, and the second one, natural 20. Oh, were you raging? Yeah, it's still 8, and then 18. Is then going to move to the other side of you, the other side of you, and then the one next to Zonkiri, and it's going to make 2 attacks. 8, 17. Cool. 10 bludgeoning, 5 psychic. And then concentration check. And then it's your turn, Indara. I think, ironically, you could get into a better position now. I didn't know if you could get all the way sideways to point it. That hit 5, 6 of them. That Futurist, the Enlightened, Uniter, Monk, Zerth. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and roll. Starting with the Zerth. Con save, right? Oof. You said con earlier. So that one, the Zerth saves and takes half. So 24 cold. Then the monks, left to right. Fail. Succeed. So you killed that one in one shot. The other one will take half and survive, barely. Then the enlightened one needs to make his con save. 16. That beats the rod's DC, doesn't it? I thought you said the rod was 15. 17. Ooh. And the futurists don't have their ability to give him... Ah. Okay. So he will fail and take 49. Then I'll have to roll again for Blur. And then the futurist in the back fails. Minus 49. All right. And here comes his con save, a DC 24. He can't even get it on a nat 20. His blurred gut is gone. Was that one in the cone? Okay. Succeeds. Half. So minus 24. All right. You unleash a freezing blizzard and instantly kill one from full health and mortally wound most of the others. Katira. Oh, okay. Cool. Katira. No. Only weapon attacks. Or spell attacks. Like, it has to be an attack, not a save. I play one on Mondays. I know. Uh, Katira. Your turn! Your turn! Roll. 16 would hit if he didn't shield. Mm-hmm. For 19 damage. Single digits. Okay. Cool. Miss. Cool. The Enlighten's turn. Hmm. He's going to cast haste. Or let me double check something. He's going to cast haste on the Zora Uniter. I mean, he's going to back the hell up. I don't think he has a bonus action. The Uniter's turn. While hasted, he's going to walk up to you, Morgana. Uh, he's going to use his hasted action to make one attack. Uh, he's going to use Pacifying Touch. Uh, you need to make me a DC 14 Intelligence saving throw. You are now immune to this one's Pacifying Touch for the next 24 hours. He's going to step here. So he's moved 5, 10. Uh, mm, hmm. What are other options? That's you get an attack of opportunity if you wish to take it. Actually, we're gonna... It's one of his attacks. That's true. Well, instead then, with multi-attack, he replaces one unarmed strike with it, whiffs it, and keeps moving for his regular attack. A 16. No. I'm going to go ahead and move this one. As he runs up to you, Katira. And with his 3 attacks, 2 remaining from his multi-attack, and 1 hasted. Oh, any of these attacks with Pacifying. He's actually going to do another replace for Pacifying Touch and attempt it on you. We need a DC 14 Intelligence saving throw. You save, and he'll make 1 unarmed strike against you. 25 to hit. All right. And the other Uniters over here. 15, 20. Andario, Intelligence saving throw. Cool. I can never reveal what it does. As he touches his finger to your temple, you feel him install a mental block on you. The Gith's eye touches one creature it can see within 5 feet of itself. The target must succeed a DC 14 Intelligence saving throw, or the Gith's eye chooses an action for the target. Attack, cast a spell, or dash. The affected target can't take that action for 1 minute. At the end of each of the target's turn, it can repeat the saving throw and the effect on a successful save. Succeeding makes you immune for 24 hours. You cannot cast a spell. And then he's going to attack you. More. Here's 2 more unarmed strikes. 10. 15. God damn it! And that's his turn. I did. That was my big thing. I was like, oh, I can just make the barbarian do nothing. And 17. Damn, you can do it 24 hours. The Zerths next to Tira. 2 attacks against her. 22. That's a lot. And then another one. Cool. Silver, your turn. Yeah, actually, real quick, give me a perception check, Katira, or insight. As you see what he does to what the Uniter does to Andario. You see a flash of energy that scratches the back of your brain, but then are immediately clocked in the jaw by the Zerth and realize you have to focus. Now your turn's over. Okay. Okay. On who? Oh. And what are you concerned about it not working? Okay. I'll roll the dex save for him. And he is concentrating on haste. Saves 18. Oh! And that's a saber suck. So you fire it at him, and for a little flavor, one of the futurists calls out and Gith to calls out his name and says to get down, foreseeing the devastating attack you're about to drop, and he just narrowly dodges out of the way. Oh! He had a 50-50 shot on it too. It would have been big, because then the one that was hasted would have been like shut down. It was a good plan. Yeah, you're right. Okay. 20 will hit. That's a DC 11 con save. And that's a failure. Haste drops. Yeah. 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 That one there. So you all see Katir, this blinding flash of light suddenly. As you see Tristan blast this thing in the head, and you all see an open chunk of gray matter just kind of there as he's trying to clutch his head. Tristan's got him a proper dome shot, and he's probably lobotomied the part of his brain he was concentrating with. Cool. Morgana. I do wish. 8. 17. Nope. Mm-hmm. For a total of. Oh, you kill him. He had 23 health. You kill him before rage hits. Sad raged him. Which only your cleric hates to do. It's true. I mean, there's one right next to you who's. He shall. 11. Once again, just bing! Bounces off your armor. Alright. That'll hit for 30 damage. Jesus. Yeah. 15 will miss. 26. Right, because you reckless. 16 will also hit. He's still up. He did about half of his remaining health each of those times. Alright. Karen. Ooh, good boo. Yes, it is. Alright. And with your action. With you try and like force palm into him and he just like monked it, smacks your hand out of the way. Oh. Anything else? Cool. It's on carry. Yeah, except for that one. Yeah. He's stealing striking. Oh, to get those three. Okay, the one next to you dies. Unless you roll. Go ahead and roll damage. I think it's technically possible for this thing to survive, but yeah, it dies. I'll go top down. Save. Suck. Uh, they're both very hurt. That's 11. The top one's single digits. The bottom one's about where the other one was. Cool. Is that it? Uh, the futurists cannot see you. Mm. The other one's going to attempt to slow you all. Actually, oh wait, that's the Uniter sheet. My bad. The futurist. What's the range on the spell? 120 feet as well. Okay. Let's see. Cairn. You said you cast your Spirit Guardians at 4th level? Well, good on you, me boy. She has to roll to dispel it. She gets to add her spellcasting mod, which is. She fails. The other one is going to attempt to slow you all. And they will have exhausted their slows after that. Yep. Minus Zankiri because they can't see him. You're good. Good, good, good. Yeah. You feel her trying to slow down time, and you've been around a weird time gift before. You just kind of slug it off. You remember the time apple incident the other day. You've seen worse. God, the idea of like biting the apple to counteract the slow effect by hyper aging. Fuck you, bitch. That's their turn. No, they don't have any reason to move back. Monk makes a save. Wait, no, the gray ones. Uh, they will run at Silver. These four at you. 10, 21, 18, 6. Yep. as one connects square with your jaw, and you feel your brain bounce extra hard. And now it's your turn, Indario. Nope. Is that it? Cool. As Kateri, you can give me one more insight check as she saves out of it. You see a deep navy energy flow out of her eyes. She blinks it away. Something feels familiar, and something to ruminate on later. I'll message you about it after session. It is now your turn. The one next to you is nearly dead, and then there's the one that can disable people. You kill him. He had 14 health. Without even thinking, you kind of unsheath your sword and forget he's there, and just oh shit. Okay. God, he was there for a moment. So focused on the. Damn. Yep. Nope. Nope. You see flashes of purple as he dodges your attacks. Like the purple after image of him. None of the rest of you see it. The Enlightened's turn. He's going to. He can't do haste. Cool. He's going to cast Teleport. And he disappears. Teleport, teleport. And he teleports out. You will hear Zonkir him yell to the futurists, "Stole them while I prepare the Anak. Stole them while I prepare the Anak." And then teleports. The Uniter's turn. He has not tried it against Cairn. Oh, he needs to make a save because he started his turn. Go ahead and roll damage. Here's his wisdom save. Success. Okay. 12 damage. No, he has not had a turn yet. His next turn, he takes it. Oh, you're right. I forgot. He was so... Yeah, that was her nat 20. My bad. God hasn't even realized it yet. Then the Uniter is going to make a pacifying touch attack against you, Karen. I need an intelligence save. Similar to Katira, you see like a trail of deep navy energy flow from his fingers into Karen's head, and Karen just winces, and you see it blast out of the side of him like a halo and dissipate. And then do your worst. Then he's gonna make. Karen and Daryl, you will both get attacks of opportunity as he moves around to Morgana. Mm-hmm. Me. You still can't cast a spell. Oh, you're right. I forgot. Well, it has to have a... That's... The way you said that, Shane, I was imagining you putting on a referee hat and getting a whistle. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yellow flag. I'm just saying. Yeah. Okay, that will be a disadvantage because he was in melee range when it triggered. I didn't touch it. 15 misses, 15 misses, 27 hits for 7 damage. Morgana, once again. Just... Yeah. So, describe to me how you reduce this thing to 0. So, Zankiri, you catch out of the corner of your eye somebody stealing your thunder. As you see it... It is called Flood. As you grab his face, you just see him melt into nothingness and just fall into the long shadows cast in the room. You feel the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. You're like, hang on, I don't remember opening a portal to the negative energy plane. It's gone. Probably not a problem. Anyway, uh, they're dead. The Zerths are dead. Silver. Okay. He died. Which one? Okay. The first one. Dies on the first one. And then you're gonna do the second one at the next one? Yeah. But you disintegrate this one. That it? Oh. Lightning launcher? Oh. Ooh! Just to flex on him. To be fair, it only takes it 1 time per turn. Yeah. Yeah. Valid to just stunt on him. As you all see a vortex of fire appear quickly around him. And Morgana. As you will see an actual trail of fire behind his heels as he's running. It says it curses something in Gith to you. Dictionary expanded. So you dashed, is that it? Okay. Karen. Okay. Does this guy get his attack of opportunity? Okay. I didn't know which path he took. That's it. Cool. Cool. A lot. I mean, almost as much as all the other monks here. Here's your wisdom. Ooh. That hurts. As you all hear her bell rung. This time Ilvian drops the fucking bonk hammer with a fist. Boom! But yeah. Ilvian, whack her cranium. Boom! Zonkiri. Almost in single digits. Oh, it was right after the Futurist, I think. Time good. Yes. The Futurists just see somebody getting choked in the air. Just, huh? That kills him. 1,000 other Gith hands of his brethren just clawing out, trying to escape, just pull him into the mass. Uh, Once you go to that space, you'll notice that the Futurist looks shockingly as you were within 30 feet of her, as she notices you approach. She similarly says, the equivalent of a Githyanki slur when she notices you. Yes, she sees through the disguise self. Yep, they have true sight out to 30 feet. No, they are incredibly pissed. Matter of fact, they're going to both. Yeah, an attack of opportunity, Morgana. He wasn't lying when he said it's on site. She takes it 26, 29. Cool. Now you're going to get 6 ranged attacks, no longer at disadvantage. Correct. Go ahead and roll it, Karen. Cool. And 6 of these psionic bolts are coming at you, Zonkiri. Because they each get to make 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, damn. No. Hey, Morgana, can you roll the attack for your Hurricane Axe again? I want to know if she wanted to use her disadvantage reaction. No, she does not. It's disrespectful. Disrespectful. God, she just ups it to advantage to put her out of her misery quicker. uh, Andarium, you're up. Mm-hmm. All right. The first one is the only one that hits. Minus another 4. As a hostile Katira, there's a feral zombie next to you that is lumbering towards you. Okay, you 13. How much health does the regular zombie have? 13 should hit. They just can't. Undying Fortitude doesn't trigger if they took radiant damage. Um, You've rolled a lot of 1s this session. Uh, all right. It is 22 minus 16. It has 6 health left. Okay. Uh, and he does go right after you, apparently, because he rolled a 14. Well, he has to roll on Undead Fortitude. It's the triggering attack. Unless if it makes it. Yeah. The way it's worded, it's the one that does radiant. The attack has to do radiant damage that downs it. So it's gonna roll its con save. No. You crush its skull. All right. Silver. And then fan the hammers. Banging the hammer on a rifle is hilarious. Yeah, but the image of it. God damn it. 20 hits, it is hurt. Almost to single digits. Morgana. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh, Other than the attack you hit her with, nothing. 18 hits. 23. 19 hits. 30. Oh, past bloodied. 16. She's hurting. Karen. Do I need to roll a wisdom save? Oh, boom! She 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 has 3 health. Zunkiri. There's these 3 health. Oh, wait. No, you're not a monk. If you just stand there, she'll die to your spirit guardians, though. Zunkiri. There's a snack prime to be taken. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Roll it. Zunkiri's become melee. 12 lightning damage. She's still standing. Mm-hmm. Is that it? Roll your spell, Karen. If you roll above a 6, you kill her. Karen, roll your damage for Spirit Guardians. If you roll above a 6, you kill her. Cool. It's her turn. I accidentally deleted the initiative one, but it won't get back to her. Mm-hmm. Uh, she's gonna attempt to dispel magic on Zunkiri. Nope. No, he dropped that. Hero's Feast. Mm-hmm. Goodbye. As she curses at you in Gith, and you feel that resistance that stopped you all from getting attacked by her slows and the frightens earlier, the one that was called out by the Uniters, she dispels the effect that was helping you. That's her turn. And Dario. Fun fact, she was going to do that to Morgana until she saw a Gith Yankee appear, and then they both went, oh, fuck no, and opened the barrage. Hit. 26. She has, oh, with the proficiency. That's what I mean. Yeah, that dropped her to 1 health. When you add the thunder, she blows up. Boom. She cackles as she's bleeding out from her exploded chest, seeing the magic flee from Zonkiri. And her eyes dim. Cool. And that'll do it for our session tonight, guys. We'll pick up from there next time as you all find a way into the inner sanctum and try and find the Anarch and the escaped enlightened. Yeah, next week. Probably not. All right. Answer. I have to go to bed soon, so you will have to see next session. It is technically possible that you will have to get somewhere safe because there are waves of enemies still converging on your location. Cool. All right. And we'll pick up from there next time for episode 63 or 62. 6. Anyway.